So, briefly I'm going to talk about how to know when to use simple past versus past perfect, or simple past versus present perfect. This confuses not only Russian speakers, but those of any Slavic language, because you don't have the perfect tenses, which in many ways is very forgiving, but also when trying to learn English, it makes it very hard to understand why we use it, why we need it, why it's theoretically necessary. So, let's start with simple past and present perfect. So for example, I was there, meaning I was at this place at this specific time, okay? And this will usually be in response to something. So where were you on the night of January 21st at 10 o'clock? And you might say, well, I was at the bar, or I was at work, yeah? But I have been there would mean that you have been there before, вообще, in general, like you've been there previously. It doesn't mean on a specific date or time. It means that in general you have been there. You've been at this point somewhere at some point in time, unspecified, okay? And then let's go on to simple past and past perfect. You can use these together in what we call the narrative tenses. That is when you're telling the story. And the way I like to explain it is with a timeline. So you have, imagine just a timeline. You have the distant past and the recent past. So for an example sentence, when I got to the office, my coworkers had already begun the meeting. So why had already begun? Why not just my coworkers began the meeting? Well, because beginning the meeting took place in the distant past, while you getting to the office is the more recent past. When I got to the office, that's happening now, but in the past. My coworkers had already begun the meeting, that is in the distant past. So when you have two events and two verbs in different points in time, you're most likely going to be, I think you definitely will be using the simple past and the past perfect to describe them both. Thank you.